Hi, Denise Alloca here. I got my package from Bill Downey and Donna Downey from Donna Downey Studios, so see what's inside. I'm a little intimidated. I've seen everybody else's videos. They're really good. I almost feel like MacGyver music should be playing right now. So let's see what's in here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Okay. Let's see. We've got Irresistible Pico Embellisher. Okay. Oh, a green pan pastel and the sponge for it. Let's see what else we have. Oh, the Signature Series stencil changes. Ooh, I like that one. That's pretty. Okay. And some directions. Okay. Ooh, and oh, nice. The leaves rubbing plates. All right, well, let me think about this, and I'll get back to you. Okay, so the first thing I'm looking at is the texture plates, and I'm not going to use them as texture plates for rubbings. I'm going to use them with my gel print. So I kind of have an idea. I'm going to see what happens. Hopefully this idea works, and I have my coffee, so hopefully it will work. So I always hinge my paper, and just quickly spreading some paint on, and then I'm going to put paint on the jelly plate. And I'm going to use those texture plates to create the image. I always have a runoff paper on the side, and I'm going to use stamped images from the plate and from the jelly plate. Kind of made some happy accidents and decided to go with them after I was done. So I took a clean sheet and I was pressing onto it, and that was my happy accident. I really liked the way those sheets came out, a little bit better than what I was doing on the jelly plate, but I actually used both. So while my papers were drying, I took out my artist board and my molding paste and ran some molding paste through, light molding paste through the stencil to create a background design. Okay, so far I've made these papers. I put modeling paste on the back of an artist panel. Not on the back, on the front, and you might be like, where is she going with this? Well, I did a small painting, well, it's not that small, based on Matisse, and at school, I'm a middle school art teacher. At school, one of the lessons we do is about Matisse, and so actually what we're doing right now, so that's kind of where my head is with the patterns, and a lot of the florals remind me of him. So this is kind of the direction, hopefully, I'll be going in. So I painted the board black, and now I'm just going back over it with some white. I want to have that texture start to show through. As you watch me work on the background, there's a lot of play back and forth with putting paint on, taking paint off, using a baby wipe. So it took me a while to get to the background to the point I liked it, either adding glazes or just adding more white paint. It was a process. So after struggling with that background, I decided, well, let me just move on. So I took out my papers and I looked at the shape of the vase on the piece I had, and I just started to cut. And went back and forth between the shape and then adding the other piece on the bottom. I like the edge that the jelly prints give you. It reminds me of photographs when they were printed and they weren't masked off. So I really like that unfinished feeling on the bottom there. And I'm going to use a ridiculous amount of matte medium to put it down, because that's what I do. And then get the whole thing down. So the paper I actually used for jelly printing is Color Laser Heavyweight Paper. You can get it, at Staples. It's just better than regular Xerox paper. It has a nice quality to it, has a bit of a sheen, and it holds the paint really well because it's heavier paper. So just a little tip for you. So clearly I am here playing with that background again. I just can't let it go. I put more white paint on it just to push it back a little. There wasn't enough contrast going on. And I'm still going to play with it some more because I couldn't stop myself. So when in doubt, glaze it. So I glazed it with some raw umber and painted it on, and then pulled it back off with the baby wipe. So yay, it's time for the color part. So I'm using my warm colors for the flowers, and I kept all the cool colors in the background. So here I am, just now starting to have a little fun with creating some florals. I'm going to use the pan pastels on the raised surface from the stencil to highlight them a little bit more. So I felt like the vase was just too much part of the background, so I went in with some glazing medium and quinacridone nickel azel gold, and I just was trying to make it a different value than the background. Okay, so next I'm using the Pico Embellisher, and it helps if you take the seal off of it. And then I went back in and used it, and then it helps if you actually close it all the way. So you'll see me scoop up some spots before I realize I didn't close it all the way. And I use this where I would normally use my black paint as an outliner. Oh, I put some charcoal in there just for a shadow. So I went back and used the purple as if I were going to use it for black, and it worked pretty good because it was against the yellow, so it had a little bit of pop off of that. Okay, so you see me taking my camera and looking at my phone and looking at it as a black and white. Actually, I find that really useful to look through my phone and put it on the black and white setting to look to make sure that I have enough value in there that things aren't really like getting lost. Just another little hint. Oh, there's my splatters before I realized I didn't have the cap on all the way. Thank you to Donna for sending me a little package of goodies to try to figure out something to make with it, and it was an honor to be a part of this, and I hope you enjoyed my video and my artwork.